Google Flow gave this account 50 bonus credits. I spent 45 of them making these 3 shots. Each shot used the same robot image, cost 15 credits, and came back as a 10-second vertical clip. The catch is this was a Plus account, and every download was only 720 by 1280. Even so, the robot stayed recognizable across all 3 clips. Here's what worked, what drifted, and whether those bonus credits were enough for a real YouTube short. Before the test, Flow showed 250 total credits and a temporary daily bonus of 50 credits through August 31st. I limited the entire experiment to 50 credits, but the balance does not separate bonus credits from the rest. So this is not proof that a no subscription account gets the same models or prices. It is a test of what 45 credits produced on this Plus account. The rule was simple. One attractive clip would not count. I needed one reusable subject, 3 different actions, vertical framing, and enough continuity to edit a beginning, middle, and ending without buying more credits. I started with an original robot so the consistency test would be easy to judge. The prompt asked for a small rounded robot with a matte cream shell, a teal face display, and an orange utility pouch inside a warm creator studio. I also asked for a full body view, no logos, and no readable text. Flow used Nano Banana 2 for the reference image. The balance stayed at 250 credits, so no charge was observed for that step. The result was strong enough to use immediately. The cream shell, teal face, orange pouch, and room were all clear. More importantly, the image gave every video generation the same starting frame. That is a much fairer test than asking a video model to remember a character from text alone. For the first clip, I asked the robot to look at the camera, wave, brighten its eyes, and let the camera slowly move closer. Flow described the result as a 10-second vertical Omni Flash video and displayed a cost of 15 credits before generation. The clip followed the request. The wave reads clearly, the camera moves closer, and the robot remains recognizable. The eye design changes as the expression develops, but it still looks like the same character. After this generation, the balance dropped from 250 to 235. For the second clip, I reused the same image and changed the action. The robot turns toward the desk, taps a control, and activates several teal light panels. This request exposed a small interface problem. Flow described what it planned to generate, but it did not immediately show the exact price. I had to ask for the credit cost before it finally stated 15 credits and presented the approval step. The finished clip is the most ambitious of the 3. The robot turns, the camera follows, and the teal panels appear over the desk. The studio geometry changes slightly and the pouch details drift, but the main character and color palette remain consistent. For a quick insert or a short, the result is usable. The third prompt asked the robot to walk toward the camera, point at the viewer, and give an approving nod with subtle camera movement. That generation also cost 15 credits. This clip provides the cleanest ending. The walk creates forward motion, the pointing gesture directs attention, and the nod gives the sequence a readable finish. The body proportions stay stable, although the face expression changes again. Flow briefly said the jobs were waiting because of high demand. All 3 still completed, and the final balance was 205 credits. That confirms a total video spend of 45 credits. Now for the file inspection, because a good preview is not the same as a useful download. Every clip is 10 seconds long and uses a vertical 9:16 frame. The video stream is H.264 at 720 by 1280 and 24 frames per second. The audio stream is AAC, 48 kHz and stereo. That resolution is the first real limitation. 720 by 1280 is vertical high definition, but it is not the standard 1080 by 1920 canvas I would export for a YouTube short. I can scale it in CapCut, but scaling cannot create detail that was never in the source. I did not see a visible watermark in the reviewed frames. That only means no watermark was visible in these specific downloads. It does not prove that every account, model, or export behaves the same way. The clips also include generated sound, but the loudness varies. The first clip is especially quiet. I would treat that audio as optional ambience and build the final mix with narration, music, and deliberate sound effects. The biggest visual success is continuity. Across 30 seconds of separate generations, the robot keeps its shell color, face color, pouch, proportions, and general room. The biggest weakness is precision. Eye shapes, tool details, desk geometry, and camera position drift from shot to shot. So, can 50 Google Flow bonus credits make a YouTube short? My verdict is qualified success. 45 credits created 3 usable 10-second clips with 1 recognizable subject and 3 distinct actions. That is enough raw material to assemble a complete short with normal editing. But Flow did not give me a finished, publishable short by itself. The planned deadline story still needs narration and exact text in CapCut. The downloads need to be placed on a 1080 by 1920 timeline. The sound needs a proper mix, and 5 remaining credits were not enough for another 15 credit correction if one clip had failed. The other qualification matters just as much. This was a plus account with a temporary daily bonus. I cannot use this test to promise that a no subscription account will see Omni Flash, 10-second clips, or the same 15 credit price. For creators who need a few stylized shots, a recurring mascot, or visual inserts for a larger edit, this result is genuinely useful. For anyone expecting exact continuity, readable interface text, or a complete story with no outside editing, the credit limit becomes tight very quickly. I would use Flow again for controlled visual sequences, but I would start with one strong reference image, avoid asking the model to generate important text, and reserve enough credits for at least one correction. If you want more measured creator tool tests that show the files and the failures, subscribe to Creator Radar. And watch the Notebook LM workflow next if you want to see how I verify AI research before it reaches a script.